welcome to my channel. My name is Vivian. So today we'll be going to Rivers State, Nigeria. So we're going to be talking about the demolition of the two motels in Rivers State, Nigeria. According to BBC News, it was reported that the owner of the protest hotel said they didn't float any lockdown rules of in Rivers State, Nigeria. It was allegedly that these two motels that they break the lockdown rules in Rivers State, Nigeria, which prompted the state governor, Governor Wike, to order his men, on Sunday, to go there. He went there with his men, to demolish the two motel in Alode, Rivers State, Nigeria. So according to BBC News, the owner of the protest motel was interviewed, and he said they didn't float the lockdown rules in Rivers State, Nigeria. That what happened was the COVID-19 task force agent, they came into his motel and they asked him for money, and then he told them that 70% of his workforce has not be working due to this COVID-19, that they are not hoping for business, that he didn't have money, and that prompted the COVID-19 task force agent to start harassing them in the hotel. That the next thing that happened was for the governor and the agent to come back, and demolish his property, his motel. But according to the governor, because the governor was interviewed on Monday, he said that the owner of this protest hotel is a PDP youth leader in that local government. That his men went there, they received an alert that the hotel, break the lockdown, so they went there, to see what was happening. What they saw was everybody, partying and doing all sorts of things in the hotel, which was against, the lockdown rules in Rivers State. When his men comforted the manager, that the manager, beat his men off, they beat them up, they beat them blue and black, and then they were admitted to the hospital. And he now went back there, because he has passed an executive order to say that any motel or that broke the lockdown rules, that they're going to demolish their property. So that was why he demolished the property, So my question now is to Nigerians, do you think what the governor of Rivers State has done, Governor Wike, do you think is right by demolishing this motel at this time in the country, or do you think it's wrong? Because according to him, the motel manager or the owner of the motel break the lockdown rules by opening it for business, allowing people to party in there, and then beating up the COVID-19 task force agent that was sent there to enforce the law. So do you think it's right? Because the governor has received a lot of backlash from Nigerians saying, why did he, demolish this motel that at this time, because people are now, country all over the world now are looking at, after lockdown, what is going to happen to the economy, what is going to happen to jobs, that this may affect a lot of people, not having job again, because this motel, employ people. Is this motel, people are working there. This motel put food on people's table. So Nigerians said he should have, seized the property, seized the motel, and then take the owner of the motel to court, for them to face proper judgment, to face the law for violating the lockdown rules in his state. But when he was interviewed, when Governor Wike was interviewed, he said Nigerians are quick to judgment, that if he sees the property, that the property has belonged, it's now the government's property, that the government have the right to demolish the property, But some lawyers are saying that the government, if you seize a property from somebody, and then you don't that property automatically does not belong to the government, because the owner of the property can decide to take the government to court, the state government to court. And if the owner of the property happen to win the case against the government, that the property will be returned back to the owner, that what he has done that is wrong. So my question now is it right or is it wrong? Because most of Governor Wike fan base now, they are not happy for what he has done, for flooding, for demolition rather, this motel, because people are saying that this thing provide jobs for a lot of for some families in that state, in that particular local government in Rivers State. But do you think what he has done is right? Because he said that if he didn't demolish this motel, the other hotel owner are going to do the same. Because of the executive order that he has passed, that he has the power to do what he has done. So is it right? Do you think he's trying to use this, to tell other people or other management, other hotel owners or other business owners that if you flood the rules and regulation of lockdown in Rivers State, this is what is going to happen to your company, or this is what is going to happen to your motel? So let's just play the devil's advocate here now. Do you think what he has done is right? Or do you think it's wrong that he shouldn't have done it? He shouldn't have demolished the motel. So I've got the interview, the full interview now. I'm going to play you the full interview. You guys listen to it and let me know what you think. Do you think this governor, is power drunk? Do you think he's abusing his executive order, the power that he has, as a state governor? Or do you think it's right? Yeah, what he has done is right. I want you guys to let me know what you think by commenting in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, if you are new to this channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you are welcome as well. If you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and press the subscription button and also the notification button to get notified whenever I post my video. Right now, I'm going to show you the video. Let me know what you think. Comment in the comment section below. See you in my next one, guys. Bye.
In Rivers State and the demolition of hotels in the state. Governor Gov Wike, good to have you join us and welcome to the AIT News Hour.
Thank you very much.
Let me go straight to the report that you just saw, where we have some members, some residents of your state who have condemned the demolition of hotels in the state. Reactions, we have seen reactions everywhere. Some are not very happy with you about that. So please tell us, after this nationwide condemnation, those, even some from your support base, do not seem to be in support of that action. Do you regret the decision you made to demolish these hotels?
Well, with all due respect, I do not regret the decision we took at the Security Council that we're going to demolish the hotels. Now, in Nigeria, so many people jump into issues without knowing the facts or having the facts at the background. We always act on sentiment, we always act on the emotions. Of course, I understand that. Take, for example, when we signed the kidnappers law that we said, look, if anybody, any kidnapper who owns a building, and we find out that that building belongs to a kidnapper, the government was going to destroy such buildings, we didn't see any of such reaction. We're talking about life and death. And what happened in this case? It's unfortunate. I just watched the video. And I hope you are also going to show the video of those that were named. We are talking about protecting lives and property. It's not in my place. I can't be a happy man that I want people to be unemployed. I can't be a happy man that people's property have been destroyed. When I'm talking about life, you cannot take people's life simply because you do not want to obey the order. Now, this COVID-19, we have tried as a state. Now look, see what is happening in other states. This state was the first state that locked down the borders. So many people were shouting, are you a country to lock down the borders? But I'm happy today. People are seeing what we cried earlier, that if we do not do this, the number you see in Rivers State will be something else, and we may not have the capacity to contain it. And therefore, there is the need for us to say, lock down our borders, let us not have the influx of people coming in, so we'll be able to contain those who are inside our state. Now, we have signed executive orders. This executive order 7 And we told people whether we are wrong or where we are right. That is a matter of the court to decide. So many people practice law on social media. So many people practice law on pages of newspapers. So many people are human rights activists based on when they go to channels or come to newspapers to talk. I cannot say that what I have done, as far as I'm concerned, I can say what I have done, that was right, because it was a Security Council decision. But I may be wrong. Let the court pronounce that I was wrong or the Security Council was wrong. It's a different matter. But then what happened? I called all traditional rulers. I called all chairmen of councils. Listen, the index number we have, from what it has shown, more of these index numbers are from hotels. So what do? Let us shut down the hotels for now and find out how the number will increase. If it increases, and with what we have, we now know, okay, it comes from the hotels as we have been given the numbers. But if it's not so, we now know what to do. So a Security Council met. Also, okay, this is what we're going to do. And we announced to several years, look, don't do this. And you can't believe it. People are always sentimental. People are always emotional. People capitalize on politics. Even those who preach that what to do was wrong, they're based in Lagos, they're based in Abuja. Now, we sent in our task force to all the local government. Look, go to all the hotels. This is what has happened. The executive order said, do not operate for some time now. And what happened? They beat them, they maimed them, they shot on guns, and you're the governor. And somebody would just look at the picture. I don't even know whether they will survive tomorrow or not. Look at what they did to them. And who did this? Who was responsible for this? A man, with all due respect to you, it's even embarrassing to me. A PTB youth leader in that local government was responsible for this. To say nobody can direct him on what to do. But he has the powers. He has the right to maim other people, to shoot them. Look at them lying down in the hospitals. Nobody knows what tomorrow will be.
Governor Wike, with due respect to you, we do understand that there's an issue of human rights there. However, I want to take you back to the demolition of the hotel. We're looking, a lot of states are looking at post-COVID-19 economies of their state. Don't you think that there could have been, other measures that you could have taken against defaulters? Maybe seizure of such property, for instance, would have helped to deter others.
Okay, let me tell you, that is why I said Nigerians, you see, Nigerians, we forgot yesterday. You are talking about seizure. If I seize the hotel, does it not belong to the state? If it belongs to the state, don't I have the right to not demolish what belongs to the state? Assuming what you are saying. I'm talking about life. Look at people in the hospital that were shot. And you're telling me you don't consider another measure of whether seizing the hotel. Let's even concede to that. The state government, okay, we have seized the hotel. But do we have right to say, okay, demolish it, since it's not our property? Let us put some other things there. And people should take life very important. Look at human beings in the hospital. You have the right to carry gun. You have the right to carry a knife, to kill people, simply because they said, don't do this. And you shot them.
Is the decision to demolish a retaliatory, move, or is it to deal with those who have erred on the side of the law?
No. First of all, it's not retaliatory. What we are saying is that, listen, we have said, if you violate, we will have to demolish. Now, we have even gone beyond. Somebody is now killing people, government officers who are working. Their lives are in danger. Somebody has gone to call them that. Somebody has gone to shoot them. And then you are saying, as a responsible government, you fold your hands and to say, look, okay, what you should do is to say, okay, look, let us go and seize. Okay, assuming you even confiscate Whose property is it? It's not government property. Do you know, as a governor, for the first time in my life, I never knew that there could be a hotel in such a place. These are areas where kidnappers even will go and kill people who they have kidnapped. You can't believe it. You can't believe it. I'm a Rivers person. I'm a grassroots politician. I never knew in my life that there could be a hotel there. But I thank God I had to go. Even when we were going, I was asking my people, where are we going to? They said, look, okay, we were going. Where were we going to? If you see where this hotel was, when people are shouting, you can't believe it. Look at it. Do you know the boy? I didn't even understand that this boy had been declared wanted 3 years ago. Unknown to me, 3 years ago. His leg is amputated 3 years ago. And he said, look, nobody can stop him from operating this hotel. As the youth leader would do respect my own party. Assuming it was another party. People would have said, because it was another party. This person local government was inaugurated 2 days ago. And look at the mayhem. Look at what has happened. Now, are you telling me that today, if tomorrow we wake up, those guys are dead? What would you say? I say that I'm a responsible governor.
Governor, yes, before we let you go, we would like to hear what else you have to tell the people of Rivers State during this lockdown. We are aware that you have continued, your government, your administration has continued to distribute palliatives across the state. How far and how long do you think that is sustainable? And your words to people of your state as we round off.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity. And that's what is good. When something happens like this, you give the other people the opportunity and hear from them. As far as the palliative is concerned, I was the first governor, and I said so, who started this palliative on our own. People criticize, oh, it was a party. I said, how party? It's okay. Bring in the media, bring in the civil society, bring in the clergy. Let them be party to this palliative. And I can tell you today, in all the local government areas, people are happy of what we have done. We are not saying that what we are giving is enough to solve the problem of poverty. No, that's not the truth. If you like, give people food every day. That cannot solve the problem of poverty. But that would be able to cushion the effect of the suffering. And that's what we are saying. And we are saying that, look, for us, I have told the traditional rulers, the president of America, the United States, he's releasing $3 billion, telling all the farmers, whatever they produce can no longer be exported, that the American government will buy them off. We have also said to all the farmers in Rivers State, all the produce will buy them off. First of all, having bought them off, that has helped you not to lose anything, but then we also take it and feed people.
All right, Governor.
Our prayer is that, look, God will help us. God will help us to see that we come out of this COVID-19. But
we say amen to that, Governor Wike. We really have to go. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of time. We want to thank you very much for joining us. Rivers State Governor Wike, he joins us as we spoke about the issues surrounding the lockdown and the demolition of the hotels in Rivers State. Thank you again for your time, and we wish you all the best, Governor.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.